But Cher, you are going to be played by someone soon.
Yes.
So there's a
Say
movie...
it's me. Please say it's me.
It's you.
Okay.
Finally.
Have you got... Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Have you...
I'm seeing that movie.
You didn't even do the hair. It was very good.
Sometimes it gets caught in your lip gloss.
Now, but impressions are a thing that actors do. Like, Kenneth Branagh, you do an impression.
I do a bad impersonation of Sir Ian McKellen. As Gandalf. You shall not pass. When non trem non phlegm nom and dang dong, you will not pass. Wing dong bang dong column and gollum. You shall definitely not pass. That's as far as it goes. Sorry about that.
I think you'd be flattered by that. I don't do an impression of Ian McKellen, but I was in Waitrose, the supermarket here, and they have those self-service checkouts. So I was at the other checkout, and Ian McKellen, I'd said hello to him earlier, he was wandering around with a basket, and I was chewing it. And then just from over in the self-service area, you just heard this booming voice going, "It's in the bag!" Great. But...
This is not a cucumber, it's an aubergine.
But Anne Hathaway, you also do an impression.
I do Britney Spears.
Now, see,
This is an oldie but a goodie. Okay. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're out of sight.
So it's so weird that you star in all these films, but this is presumably the only time you meet is when you're selling the film.
Yeah, I didn't even know what she looked like.
We've been doing press for 2 days and we just made eye contact.
Because in this you play your own twin.
I play the twin brother as well.
He does sound subtly different.
It's him with hair. It's a more ebullient version of him. He's much lighter. Gru kind of sounds like this, and oh, there's my brother, I hate him. And Drew, his brother, is so excited to see you. That's basically the thing.
He's so tiring to do that for a day. But it's not your first kind of Middle European accent. Didn't you do one for an audition?
Oh, I did an audition for the Dana Carvey show where I did a bit called the German Who Says Nice Things. So he would. So I don't know. I thought it would be funny to just stand in front of people and yell things with a German accent. I think one of them was, "Let's all pile into the minivan and get some frozen yogurt." It was a pleasure babysitting Kevin. You're not getting older. You are getting better.
And if there's any indication...
Very good.
Can you do it a little bit more?
And if there's any indication that America is not the most incredible country in the world, and yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Actually, talking of voices, Jamie, your voice as Electro...
Yes.
Is that you? I mean...
It's me, but it's also dialed in with some mechanical stuff. But when I was working on the voice, I watched a lot of Clint Eastwood. You know, because Clint Eastwood's, go ahead, make my day. You know, so I wanted to be down, you know, like that. And then also, I don't know if they appreciate this one, but Alec Baldwin. I know it sounds weird. Alec Baldwin is the great whisperer, because every time he does this...
I have read, Will, that you have this amazing amount of music that you haven't released, but tracks with extraordinary artists like Michael Jackson and Prince and people like that. Will you ever release those tracks?
No, because, you know, especially artists like Michael Jackson, where working with Michael Jackson is his critique and his 2 cents. So you know, without him guiding on completing it, it's not my right to do that. He was a friend, so I wouldn't do that.
And what was the story that you brought Michael Jackson and Prince to? Yes. You brought Michael Jackson and Prince together.
Yeah, so one time we had a show in Vegas, and Michael Jackson called. Hey, what's Michael? Like, hey, Mike. Yeah, so I heard you guys are doing a show tonight. Yeah, we going at 9 o'clock. Oh, rats, I gotta put the kids to sleep. So I was like, well, I'm performing with Prince later on at 12. So anyways, Michael came to see me rock with Prince. And it was a magnificent night to see. It was me, Chris Tucker, and then watching me, Chris Tucker, Michael Jackson, watching Prince rock on stage. So to make a long story short, Prince steps off the stage and plays the bass in Michael Jackson's face. Just rips the freaking bass in 10 different pieces. Make a longer story shorter, Michael Jackson leaves and goes home and says, meet me in the house for breakfast. So I go to his house for breakfast, knock on the door. First words he says, why was Prince playing the bass in my face?
What was your answer to that, though? Because he's funky?
Like, no, Prince, he's just being nice, you know? No, Prince, he's always been a meanie. But bless their hearts, they were so passionate. And, you know, we've lost great musicians.
Yes, no, we really have that. And I read unusually, as an actor, you negotiated, you lobbied for extra nudity.
Okay.
I'm trying to sell the film, Tom. Gothic romance, how are you? But, hello.
Well, you know, gothic romance it's about sexuality. It has to be sexy. And there is a love scene in the film. Then Guillermo was like, dude, it's time to get naked, man.
We are about to hear our musical act.
Graham, do people do impressions of you, don't they?
Very rarely.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
What, am I in your canon?
No. I mean, I haven't. It's like I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it until I've met you, but I have. Do you want me to do it?
You clearly, go, try, go.
I don't know. So, can I have the cards? I need the cards.
Okay. You can have an old card.
No, don't worry.
You can have an old card.
I don't need a card.
There you go. There you go. So, welcome back. You've never been on the show. Is that okay? Yeah. I feel your pain, Bob.
First time. There's only a first time for everything.
And Tina Fey, you've given us your Princess Leia.
Yeah, I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid, and I've dressed up like Princess Leia for TV shows. Just any excuse. On 30 Rock, I was always getting like to get out of jury duty. I would dress up like Princess Leia. And I was like, if you want to meet some perverts, dress up like Princess Leia. And some guys on the crew you've never met before will come talk to you. Like, if people, that's a real specific pervert likes that, yeah.
Well, so imagine a version of Star Wars that was never made, where you're Princess Leia and you're Han Solo. So do the I love you line.
Oh,
do
yeah.
the I love you.
Getting into character. Hold on.
Very professional.
Wait,
there's some perverts coming over the horizon.
I love you.
I know.
Oh, see, that's cool. He should have booked it.
Very good. Bit of Chewbacca. Nice. Nice. Anna Kendrick, you've noticed something about British people and the way they speak, that we do a funny thing.
Well,
we think it's funny.
No, I mean, I love every regional accent, every dialect. I'm a big fan.
You're not getting into that scone mess.
Please don't over my neck. But I like that because there's so many accents to such a small country, everybody sort of puts on different voices when they're doing little bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a thing where I was checking into a hotel and somebody came out and said, oh, do you need help with your bags? And I thought they were doing a bit. So I went, oh, I've been traveling all day, I have no idea. And then kept talking like that. So I had to like slowly transition out of it. And I know that that sounds like an exaggeration of their voice, but then I was back in the country several years later and they were on TV on Gogglebox because it was Steph and Dom from Gogglebox. So they actually talk like that.
That is hilarious. I never knew that was a real hotel bed and breakfast thing.
Yeah.
You stayed there.
I stayed there.
Yeah.
And accidentally made fun of them to their face.
Alan, what's that story you have about your...
Yeah, a very good friend of mine. She was going through a really stressful time, and a lovely aunt said, listen, I'm going to get you a head massage. So she went to this clinic, had a head massage. She was in the room, and the woman said, can you take your knickers off? Bit weird for a head massage. OK, yeah, so she took her knickers off, and she's like that. And then the woman came back in. She was South African. She went, no, Nicholas.
We call it a necklace. Nicholas, take your necklace off.
Yeah, take your necklace off.
I get it.
I love the way you've explained the joke back to me. I love it. Yes, I know, I told you.
Saoirse Ronan, you won a really good prize.
Yeah.
What did you win?
I won a trip to Florida when I was a kid.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's like...
No, that's good. Tell us how you won it.
I won it when I was a kid, and I had never entered into a competition like that before. And it was the first day of the summer holidays when I was like 9 or 10 or something. And Jerry Ryan, who you know, was this very well-known Irish DJ at home. He's passed away now, but he was really incredible. And his show was like the top show in the country. And Shrek 2 had just come out. That's how long ago it was. And he was giving away this holiday to Florida. And what you had to do was you had to phone in as one of the characters in Shrek 2 and tell Jerry why you deserved the holiday. And I hadn't started properly acting yet at that stage or anything. But Dad was an actor, so I was around sort of like, you know, improvisers and things like that. And Mum was like, you should go in for it, just why not? We had never been on like a proper holiday. I was like, oh God, okay. So we got a little notepad, like tiny little notepad, and we wrote down like a tiny little script of what I was gonna say, just this short little script. And I got on, and I think I was one of the first kids on, and I did it as the gingerbread man. And so then 5 days later, he phoned up and told me that we had won.
Well, you were on the Late Late back in Ireland a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
They found this clip. So this is 2 little clips put together. It's your gingerbread man.
Yeah.
Followed by, which I really like, your reaction to winning.
Yes.
So here's
very squeaky voice.
Here we go.
Now, Saoirse is 10 years of age.
Yeah.
Now, which character have you chosen?
I'm going to do the gingerbread man.
Off you go, Saoirse.
Hiya, Jerry. The reason why I need a holiday is because I've never had a holiday before.
You're the only little girl in the house, are you?
Yeah.
Well, I've got news for you.
Yeah?
You're going to Florida.
When you win an Oscar, I want you to react like that.
I also got a blow-up donkey halfway through the week, so that's what I was like, oh, I'm out of it then if they've sent me a blow-up donkey. I had this donkey that went up to it, and I brought him into school and everything. I was like, I haven't won the prize, but at least I got this.
Yes.
But yeah.
You know, were you guys playing Vegas at the same time?
We were. The 3 of the girls went to see her, said she was pretty good.
Thanks, ladies.
No, they said pretty good. She was really good.
We both sing the Great American Songbook.
Yeah,
It's a great treasure.
Aren't they great songs? They enter your mind and they never leave.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The music that's hundreds of years old.
They don't write them like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Like, oh, MacDonald had a farm.
That sort of thing, Josh, yes.
Or, you know, it don't mean a thing
if you ain't got that swing. Boo-bop, 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 boo-bop.
Do a Rod Stewart.
Oh! I feel like Jules Holland. isn't it nuts to be playing Prince Charles? I mean, is the pressure of that greater or less to be playing a very, very famous person?
Yeah, there was an enormous pressure on The Crown because it was such a successful show before I went in, and Josh did such a great job. But at the end of the day, you've got to do parts that appeal to you, and that that not that many come along. We've got to take whatever when you've got a juicy part like that, you can't turn it down. And I love playing him. He was brilliant.
Are there shortcuts into playing him?
Well, there is a bit. I sort of pointing. He's a very funny man, isn't he? He's always pointing. So I point a lot. I do a lot of pointing. I do a lot of fiddling. And then I saw this brilliant documentary, or many documentaries on him that he did with Jonathan Dimble, where he's on a plane and he's talking about. He says, I don't do this for my own good. I do this for jolly old Britain. And I thought it was so funny, this jolly old Britain. Every time I was trying to get into him on set, I'd just go, jolly old Britain. And I was in.
Because, Alan, I know you're a big fan of The Crown.
Listen, I love The Crown, but you know what? You were so chillingly brilliant as Fred West that I can't watch it now. I'm like, how does Fred know the royal family? I can't. No, you are brilliant. And also, I love the way you play Prince Charles, because people go stereotypical, don't they? They sort of, when they portray Prince Charles, it's like he's a leaf blower. And you don't do that.
hence Golden Globe nominated.
You don't do it like that. It's a compliment.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah,
I meant as a compliment.
Well, I know. I take it as a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I do. I think the leaf blower there is a bit of leaf blower about it. And I think the older he gets, there's more leaf blower.
Well, because are you working with a Frozen?
Yeah. I just worked with Josh.
Josh Gad.
Yes. And on a Beauty and the Beast for Disney.
You're doing Beauty and the Beast for
Disney?
Disney?
Yeah, I'm the candlestick.
You are really good at rubbing it in this evening.
And they're not
Lumiere. You're Lumiere.
Yeah. They're not cutting out Lumiere. Lumiere's in.
But I'm terrible. The French. I've been living with a French. I'm married to a French woman 20 years, more than 20 years. And I thought, I can do the French accent. And I got there and I couldn't at all. And it was so many people there.
Service to the test.
Yes, you can do it. But you see, that's what I did, and they said, no, don't do the re. They didn't want the French re. So when you take the French re out and you do an you suddenly become totally Mexican. Be our guest, be our guest. Service to the test. And behind the glass, I can see them all going, OK, just wait a minute, Ewan. And I'm going... fighting behind the glass, and I'm sitting there going... I can't do it. So I'm going to have to redo all my voice, I think.
Maybe I'll get
I'll get you in.
Although they'll probably cut it.
Yes. And then that would mean they would cut me, so I'll do it.
You'll do it.
I'll work on it.
Penelope Cruz.
I do a mean Penelope.
And then he would do Javier, and then he would do a fight between them. It was really fun.
I didn't see that because I was always
Did Penelope find it funny?
I didn't see it.
Oh, Josh.
No, Penelope, she found it the opposite of funny, I think. No, she would always look at me and she would literally say, is that really the way you look at what I sound like? That is how I sound to you? And then I would do Javier, and I'd be like, Penelope, don't make a big deal about what leave the poor fat boy alone. It's okay. And she'd just never break a smirk at me.
On the show, we talk to actors on the couch about great actors they've worked with. Often it's Meryl, but I don't think we've ever had someone on the show who's worked with Marlon Brando.
Wow.
Step forward, Matthew Broderick. This was a film you didn't think he'd show up.
No, definitely not. I was casting. They said Marlon Brando's playing the other guy in it. I was like, yeah. And they said, no, really. We're going to go to the island and get him, and he's coming.
His island?
His island.
The island of Dr.
We're going to, put him on a ship, like...
Was it like
King Kong,
Goldfinger a little bit?
Yeah, and they got him stateside, and we were rehearsing.
This is The Freshman.
Yes, The Freshman. And we were rehearsing in the director's hotel room, and Marlon was supposed to show up, He was a little bit late. I was again like, oh, he's definitely not
gonna show up.
Definitely not coming. A little more time passed. The doorbell rang. We all crowded around the door. Director opened it, and Marlon Brando, on his knees, because he was sorry he was late. Whoa. And he was only about 4 hours late. And he was wearing a tan velour sweatsuit, a cowboy hat, and some kind of slightly pink-tinted sunglasses. But I feel like I might have imagined that part, but I think that's what he was wearing. He was wearing that, I think.
And was this the part of his career when he started using the earpiece and all those things? Or?
He did. He was using an earpiece, yeah. Which is actually, he was still fantastically good and rehearsed a lot, too. So he worked very hard.
But he rehearsed with an earpiece?
Sometimes he would rehearse without the earpiece, but then when we were shooting, he would have an earpiece so that he could hear his lines being read to him by his secretary.
Sometimes someone has to read the lines because somebody's too far away.
This was just to remember, though.
Yeah,
I don't think that was
even if it's just to remember. He's Marlon Brando. Cut the guy.
Let him do it.
He said, I don't like to do too many takes because I start to learn them and I'd rather not know them.
Wow.
He felt it was more organic to just have the words appear.
Yeah, that's right.
So there was a woman.
See, it's some actors are like that.
Yeah.
Actors are
big stars who can't be bothered learning lines.
Everyone's a little like that, but it is a great. It seems like an excuse of procrastination.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice.
Between takes, he could still talk to his assistant.
Yeah.
So they say cut, and he'd say, "You have to start speaking before he finishes." You hear a pause. You say, "Are you talking to me, Marlon? You've got a magazine in one hand, and you're not paying attention to the theme. I'm not paying attention to the scene. I'm speaking to my assistant." And I take a letter to Nick Mancuso. The money is right. But that would happen out of nowhere. You know, he'd be having a conversation. It was a real conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, Christina, you were saying that because Harrison Ford's in it, but you said he didn't seem that bothered about being in it.
He's, you know,
He's a low-key guy.
he's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's got an earring, and he kind of walks in, and it's pretty mellow yellow, and then he leaves, and
You're like, so what are we
that's
doing?
it.
But is it true that he didn't bother to... Is it...
What's going on here? I'm doing a Harrison Ford one-man show in the West End. It's a theater reference. It's a Han Solo performance.
Oh! Very good. Very good. Somebody write that down. Isn't it true now you do an incredible goat noise?
Well, I don't know if it's incredible, but I
That's good, right? That's a South African goat. That's a bop. It's a bop right there. That's
I've lost all my hearing in this area.
Hugh Grant is here. You have a daddy voice, don't you?
Hello, Amy.
Hi.
I do have a daddy voice.
Why does the daddy voice seem like it's a different thing than the mommy voice?
Yeah, I have turned into my father in my old age, and he had the most terrifying bark, and I find I suddenly do it. It frightens my children, it frightens my wife, it frightens the neighbours, it frightens me. It's awful. Suddenly, put that down! You know, it's... I tell you who's got the worst possible directorial bark is Stephen Frears. I don't know if... Did you ever do anything with Stephen Frears?
I haven't, no.
Well, even the most intimate scene with the camera right here and an actress, and you're trying to be really intimate, it's always action! You say, no, maybe just quieter, because we're trying to be intimate. I'm so sorry, yes, right, let's go again. Right, take two. Action!
But now, you brought Drag Race to the UK now, and I've been lucky enough to be a part of it, and you really embraced the British accent. You like the British accent.
Oh, you go on. You know, I can only say one thing.
No, two things.
I can say two things. And they are, you're all right, babe. All right, babe.
That'll get you everywhere.
Yeah, it has. It has.
That's fine.
And my other thing, which is really offensive to the British people and everyone, the other thing I can say is, hello, governor. Hello, governor. That's it.
Paul as street wave. Bennett, we must talk about your voice. Because you've got this fantastic voice, and you can make anything kind of sound sinister.
That's very kind.
Well, you can. It's really kind of chilling, and we just wondered, can you make anything sound sinister? So, one of the things I've got to do, I do a trail, you know, for the show.
Yeah.
You know, watch this week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I do it as I do it, but if you could try it, but make it sinister, could you do that?
I'm tempted to impersonate you, but all right, okay, all right, I'll do it.
Okay. So this is what they normally are like. You've seen these on the telly. Okay, so... Join me with Hollywood heartthrob Chris Pine, theatrical siren Kim Cattrall, one of the hottest actors around, Benedict Cumberbatch, and flying the flag for Britain, Eurovision hopeful Bonnie Tyler. Woohoo! Friday at 10:35 on BBC One and BBC One HD. That's that. Okay. So, can you try that?
Oh, God, what, at that speed?
No.
Sinister.
No. That was just upbeat.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you sit in there. Get him. Come on. Okay. Okay, can you read that?
This is important.
Can you read that?
Lean forwards.
Oh. Okay, so...
In a sort of sinister way. Okay.
Sinister as you like. Yeah.
Join me with Hollywood heartthrob Chris Pine, theatrical siren Kim Cattrall, the hottest chat show host in the world, Graham Norton, and flying the flag for Britain, Eurovision hopeful Bonnie Tyler. Woohoo.
Nice line reading.
Wow. And the last bit as well?
Oh, go on.
Friday at 10:35 on BBC One and BBC HD.
You make it look so easy. Stay there, do the music.
Well, the rest of it.
Do the music.
Oh, stay there. I'm enjoying this. Introduce Bonnie Tyler. Right. Yeah. It's time for the music.
That's very good. That's very good. And talking of voices, Will, you were saying backstage that Mark, you do a very good English accent.
He's a master mimic. He just did a lovely, fantastic version of a high-pitched Cockney woman. Premiere. Oh, my gosh. It was 15 minutes of material. It was fantastic.
He does impressions of John Lithgow.
Impressions of all of us.
He does impressions of everybody.
Yeah. What are you?
He's kind of a closeted person.
I haven't seen your impression of me.
Dusty. Brad. Dusty, give him the stick, Brad.
Very good. Well done. I mean, I know the trip isn't real life, but, you know, where you're doing all those voices all the time. When you were filming this, did you have to be really strict with yourself and kind of go, I'm only doing Stan Laurel, I mustn't do anyone else?
Well, do you know, it's funny enough, when I started to do more serious acting, rather than just being stupid all the time, which has been very good for me, the best direction I got was from Stephen Frears when I did Philomena. All he ever did was, when I was being too big, he'd just look at me and go, Steve, bring it down. So, yeah, all I had to do was just not be big. And not hang around Rob Brydon, actually. That helped.
And is it the people in your canon, are you adding to it all the time, or who's in your canon?
I don't really... To be honest, I don't really... I mean, my impressions stop around the time of Neil Kinnock, which shows you how long it is since I actually practiced impersonation. So I can only do sort of... I mean, I can only do people from... I don't know people in the... I mean, does anyone remember Ronnie Corbett?
Oh, go on. Of course they go on.
Well, I used to do Ronnie Corbett in Vietnam. You know, there I was, you know, in the jungle, you know. Went out from the bushes. You don't remember the Viet Cong. I
know who that is.
Brilliant. Do you still do Sly Stallone? What? Do you still do Sly Stallone?
Yeah, I used to do a routine about Sly Stallone and Alan Bennett in the same film. Which was... this was quite interesting. I'm actually being able to reuse 30-year-old material for outside television. Yeah, I used to do Sylvester Stallone sort of saying, you know, doing a lot of swearing like that, talking about, I just had one of those days, you know, and Mother Loving came out of Buster's ass. What about you? I had one of those days. What about you, Alan?
Yes, I've had one of those days, too. My mother sent me to the corner shop for a packet of lemon puffs, and I came back with happy faces. So good.
But you have been out of your comfort zone before, because we've seen you doing Shakespeare.
That was scary. That was the scariest thing ever. Ken Branagh called me out of the blue. I had only met him once, and offered me the part of the gravedigger in Hamlet. And I said, why? And he said, I said, usually the gravedigger is a big strapping person, and I'm not. And he said, yes, but you have guile, you're witty, I want him to be witty. So I was so nervous to do Shakespeare, so I fly here, we're at Shepperton Studios, that's a set. The grave is there, I get in my wardrobe, and he says, Billy, get in the grave. So I get in the grave, and there's all the skulls, and I'm really nervous because, I don't want to sound wrong. And he said, okay, so you're Robert De Niro, and I'm Joe Pesci, let's rehearse. And we did the text, I was De Niro, holding up, this is Yurik's skull. This is the skull of Yurik. Do you know this guy? Do you know this guy? Have you ever... Look at this guy. Have you ever seen this guy? And then he picked it up as Pesci. Well, yeah, I know him well, Horatio. I know him. He's a jester. And then he said, OK, well, that's out of the way. Let's shoot. And then it was fun. Then it was great.
As Tom was saying, I think a lot of young actors, they revere you, so they look to you. But the other thing you inspire is impressions, people doing impressions. Now, when people do impressions of you, is it like sort of nails on a chalkboard, or do you kind of enjoy it?
No, I kind of enjoy it, especially if they do it well. It's great. I love it.
I only ask. No, because any Hiddlestoners watching will know, Tom Hiddleston does impressions. You do impressions of lots of people. So who is in your canon?
It's a expression of admiration, just to be clear. So I do impressions of people that I admire, and I sort of listen to them. The first time I did an impression that anyone was aware of, I was just telling a story about Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film I was in, and how I'd never read the whole script, and I thought it was set in the 20s. And I turned up and I bumped into Owen Wilson, who didn't look like he was in the 20s at all. And I said to him, so wait, hang on, who are you playing? Because I'm playing F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I know Corey Stoll's playing Ernest Hemingway, and we're all playing figures of history. And he went, oh, no. I'm from now. I go back in time. There's a time machine. And, it's kind of cool, and it's kind of woody, and it's kind of awesome.
Very good.
I've been made to do impressions of my fellow Avengers. I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken, because he's such an easy kind of...
I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. It depends on what you like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth.
I like that. I know whole pages of Heat.
You surprise me.
So there's the scene in the middle of the film, which you'll be familiar with. You were there.
The one person you don't need to explain it to.
So
He remembers. You're very good in this.
He remembers. Yeah. There's a scene in the middle of the film, which is because Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. He's there. Sorry about this. Don't worry. They're separated, like a great thriller. They're separated for the entire film, and they meet twice, once at the end and once in the middle. And it takes place at a restaurant in LA. It's a great scene. It's one of the great pieces of screen acting you can hope to watch. There it is. There's a picture of it. It's like it's a mutual recognition of each other. Anyway, so there's a bit where they sit and have coffee and have tea and talk about stuff. I'm going on, I apologize. Anyway, so Al Pacino, at one point, Al Pacino says this. He goes, so... we're sitting here like a couple of regular fellas. I mean, you do what you do, I do what I gotta do. If I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But if it's between you and some poor whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow, brother, you are going down. And then Michael Mann cuts back to the esteemed gentleman at the end of the sofa. What if you do got me boxed in? I'm not gonna put you down. We've been face to face. Yeah. But I will not hesitate. Not for a second. That's my... This is so meta. I feel like I've gone into a parallel universe where
You're playing all these parts.
Yes, I apologize.
No, it's great.
Yeah, I did an impression of Ken Branagh.
That was my favorite scene in the
Was it
movie.
your favorite scene?
Yeah.
It's a
Still?
great...
Yeah.
Arnie, I know you want to do something. Is this something you do for social media? You do it a lot.
A little Snapchat or...
Yeah, the little thing where we...
Yeah, why not?
So the idea is you film it. So,
Okay.
yeah, when you hit the thing.
Yeah.
But what do we have to do?
I'm going to do a shot of myself, and then I go from person to person.
And we each say a
And
catchphrase.
then, exactly, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Catchphrase, yeah, that's a good idea.
Do you want to bag a catchphrase? What's your favourite one?
I'm going to say, I'll be back.
Okay, you do all of that. No, they're all annoyed now that I was going to do that one.
If you do it, I say another one.
Do you have one in your head?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have one in your head?
Yeah.
What if someone says it already? Will you have another one in your head?
No.
Okay. Have a plan B.
Plan.
Can I go second?
That's up to him. That's up to him.
All right, ready?
Okay.
We're on a Graham Norton show, and I have some friends here.
Oh no.
Quick, I'll be back.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There is no bathroom.
Who's your daddy now? And what does he do?
I'm old, not obsolete.
I'll be back.
Very good. Thank you very much. Excellent. Bryden, you must have met all your heroes, have you?
I've been lucky. I've met loads of them. The ones that you looked at when you were in childhood, they have such a... when television was magic and film was magic, to the point where, you mentioned Daniel Day-Lewis, I had the opportunity to meet Al Pacino. I was doing a film called The Huntsman with Jessica Chastain.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, oh, Al is in London, you know, we're going to have drinks. I know you're a fan. Would you like to meet him? And I actually chose not to meet him because, here's my logic. I thought, I've already got a great relationship with Al. In my head. You know, what's the best that could happen? We're not going to become buddies. I'll end up complimenting him on his jumper. It'll be... you know, maybe he'll speak really quietly. I just thought... so I actually said no, because I had that image of him going, what's this guy? Why don't you say something smart? You know, there is a fear. It's a strange thing, you know.
very quickly, it is Oscars weekend this weekend. And, Ian, would you mind telling us the story about when you were nominated for Gandalf?
Oh, yeah.
And you had the beads. Yeah.
Well, there weren't beads. In New Zealand, where we filmed Lord of the Rings, if you're lucky, when you leave, you're given a piece of green stone carved, and you wear it often enough, and your chances are that you'll get back to New Zealand. That's the idea. And it'll bring you a bit of luck. So when those films were nominated for something like 20 Oscars on that night, everybody from New Zealand was wearing their green stone, their punami, they're called. And when we're on the red carpet going into the ceremony, I met Maggie Smith. Hello, what are you here for? I said, well... I said, well, Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. She said, what's that round your neck? Oh, I said, it's my punami, Maggie. Oh, your punami, what's that for? I said, well, if I wear it, it'll bring me luck, and... oh, very nice. And we went our separate ways, and you know it lasts for 3.5 or 4 hours, you know, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, you sit there and sit there. And at the end, of course, everyone else wins the Oscar apart from you. And a bit dejected, you're coming out looking forward to a drink, and you bump into Maggie Smith, and she points out at you and she says, it didn't work, did it?
Alan, I don't know if you have met the royal family, but I want to talk to you about meeting musical royalty.
Oh.
Because you met Celine Dion.
Ah. Wow. Huge Celine Dion fan.
How did this happen?
Well, here I go again, name-dropping Adele, but, this is the only way I meet people is through Adele. So we got married, and you know that
Not
she
Adele.
married me. Yes, what?
Yeah. No, you didn't marry Adele.
No. Oh, God. She married me and my ex. We're now ex now. We're divorced. And so, as a surprise, she flew us to Vegas to see Celine Dion perform at Caesar's Palace. It was so amazing. So we went there, we're all excited. Adele's like, come on this way, boys. Ah! You know, she's like... And instead of going left, we went right through these doors, and it was nowhere near the seats. And the door slams behind us. Celine Dion is there, behind a beaded curtain. She comes out, welcome to Vegas, how you doing, boy? She does talk like that, and it was amazing, you know, honestly. And I don't know if you've ever seen her on stage. I've seen her on stage so many times, and, you know, she does the fist pumping and all that. She's actually like that when she talks to you. It's so off-putting. She's like, seeing any other shows in Vegas? And I'm like, yeah. And then I've got this awful thing as well, that when I'm nervous, because I'm a huge, like I said, a huge Celine Dion fan, I end up mimicking the voice as well, which could get me cancelled. But, yeah, so she was going, so, who asked who out? Like this, and then I end up going, I don't know, something.
In Derry Girls,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole range of accents. Yours is really good.
Oh, thank you.
Would you say there's a whole range of accent in Derry
There are quite a
Girls?
few Derry accents in Derry Girls, I would say. Yeah. But now, do you have a trick to get into it, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was preparing, I didn't know a Derry accent first off, and then I thought, who do I know? And then I thought, oh, Nadine from Girls Aloud is extremely Derry. And then, I don't know if people will know this, but there was an extremely controversial incident in the early noughties in Ireland.
So good!
It was so good. I feel like it was the first Irish sort of pop culture TV moment. It was Pop Stars, the Irish version, which only had about 50 entrants because we don't have as big a population. So she went on and lied about her age. But she got found out on camera.
Stop it.
Yes.
No.
Oh, no, YouTube it. It's so good.
Lean forward.
Wow.
This is the trick.
How old was she and how old was she?
Okay, so she'd gotten into the band, and then her on-camera interview, like the first one to introduce yourself, who you are, she said, my name's Nadine Coyle from Larkill and Derry, date of birth 15th of 6th, 85, Mechamia, Germany. And then she thinks for a second and goes, what date of birth did I say? No, 15th of the 6th. And then it fades. And she's outed herself on camera. But everyone lost the plot.
Do the phone call to her mother.
Do everything. Mommy,
do the whole thing.
As Daddy put my passport in the car, Mommy, will you look at my handbag for my passport? And it was all a lie. She knew.
How old was she?
She was 16. She was meant to be 18.
What is it about you lot pretending you're different ages?
But
Just
that's
cool,
so
isn't it?
cute because she wanted to make it through.
That's fine. But then she got in Girls Aloud. It actually worked out much better.
You
for
see?
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
And
happens for
we
a
ended
reason.
up with an amazing moment of her sobbing in the back of a Renault Espace being driven away.
I also did that whole thing in my audition, and it was very awkward because...
Well, you did it as a speech.
Yeah, but they didn't want me to. It's not like they said, would you mind doing your pre-prepared Dean Coyle speech? I just sort of started speaking, and they sort of were looking at me, and I thought, well, this could really go either way. You know, it's all the executives from Channel 4 and the director and the writer, and I just started doing it. But I got the job, it's all fine.
Woohoo!
Yes!
Very good. Now, Anne Hathaway, you also do an impression.
I do Britney Spears.
Now, see,
This is an oldie but a goodie. Okay. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're out of sight.
Now, obviously, the David Frost was... Did you see Frost Nixon?
Yes, I did.
It's good, isn't it?
Excellent.
And obviously, there's good points to that interview, the Watergate stuff, so the Vietnam
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
But I just wondered, have you seen my seminal interview with Katie Price? There she is. Now, it was a classic interview, I feel. No, seriously. Now, I wonder, have you ever thought that you could play another top TV chat show at all? I don't know.
No, I'm terrible. I can't do impersonations at all.
Who booked this man? No, serious, can you not?
But I'll do you, Greg.
No, can you do me? Okay, look. You try to do me. You sit in my
Okay.
chair. You sit in my chair,
Right.
and I'll sit over here. I could be Katie. I'll be Katie Price. This is just an excuse to sit next to you.
Thank you.
And you.
I'll tell you what.
I know.
Considering I'm supposed to be sat next to Katie Price, I'm not feeling the normal emotions I might feel. It's pretty disappointing, I have to say.
Seriously, do you fancy her?
Well, my brain, the most of it doesn't, but the rest of it will go along with it.
We've had an insight now, haven't we, Dave Stern?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Look, he's already sitting like me.
I'm
He's sitting like
Can't
me.
help himself.
You stop.
Okay.
Hello. No. So, Katie Price. How are you? You look lovely.
Hang on, I'll be Katie Price. Hang on 1 second.
Oh.
Look, Graham, thing is, it's over, right? It's over. It's a closed book. I am who I am. I'm just getting on with my life. So bring it on, I say. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Is it true that you're going into the jungle again?
That would be closure. It would be closure. It would be weird, but I say whatever. Bring it on. Just bring it on.